Alright, I'm going to talk a little bit about these two idle valves right here. Basically, they're I call them a needle valve. I don't know if that's what they actually are, but I took them out, I cleaned them up, I cleaned the hole out and put them back in. But always, before I take a set of these out, I'll screw them in tight. I'll count the number of turns so that when I put it back, I can screw them in tight and then back it off by the same number of turns. In the case of these, it was 3 turns. So that gives me a starting place so that when I get this on the Jeep, I can get it cranked and then I can adjust it from there. If everything else works good, this adjusts your individual idle flow for each barrel of the carburetor. If everything doesn't work well, these don't matter because it gets stopped up and your idle flow is controlled by your idle screw, which opens your valve here. But if everything works right, with this valve closed, then these screws here will set the idle. So with that said, I'll shut up and do a little backing out, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this thing back together and then get the Jeep in here and put it on there and just see what happens. You know, and I want to say this too. If the Jeep don't run on this carburetor, I'm not going to be disappointed because I don't have really high hopes. On the other hand, if it does, I'll be delighted because I'm sort of not expecting to take an old, dried out carburetor out of a box, be able to clean it up, put it on there and have it work. But then again, it might, you know. It's kind of one of those deals where it's worth the chance, and it gives me a chance to kind of look at the carburetor and see what kind of shape it's in and how it's made. So with that said, I'll keep working to get this back together and then we'll go from there.